I'm a full-time dance teacher based in Klang Valley, Malaysia. My specialization is Latin solo, which is Latin dancing without a partner. So what we're going to learn in this video is how to do hip bumps. Now, in order to understand how to do hip bumps, what you have to remember is that you've got to use the muscles in your hips. You're not using your legs or your feet or your upper body, you're using your hips. One way to feel on how to do your hip bumps is to place your hands on the side of your hips. And what you want to imagine is that you're pushing your hands with your hips as you're moving side to side. Now, when you're doing your hip bumps, you do need to keep your knees bent and relaxed. You can't do the movements with straight knees because your hips will have no flexibility in moving. So make sure that you have a slight bend in your knees to allow your hips to move. Now, hip movements are usually hip isolations. Hip isolations in this case means to move your hips without moving the rest of your body. So you shouldn't be moving your upper body when you're moving your hips. So you shouldn't be doing a teapot action when you're trying to do your hips. Any upper body work with your hips should be deliberate and not because you cannot control your upper body. You can practice your hip bumps with your knees together or with your knees apart. In both cases, the important thing is to make sure that your knees are bent and that your hips are moving side to side. One thing to help you understand about how the hip bump works is that your center does not move. So this is where my belly button is. Now, if I'm moving my hips will move, but the belly button doesn't. To make sure that this is possible, you'd have to make sure that your knees are bent. Now, hip bumps don't always have to go right, left, right, left. You can also do single-sided hip bumps, which means you can just go to the right or to the left. When you do a single-sided hip bump, what happens is your hip needs to go to the side and comes back neutral, meaning it comes back to the center without going over to the other side. So for example, if I'm going to the right, I go to the right and come back neutral. Right and come back neutral. If I'm going to the left, my hip bump is going to go left and come back neutral. Left and come back neutral. Now, if you want to do a strong hip bump, what you want to try to imagine is as if your hip is going to hit a wall. So it's going to go boom and it's going to stay there. It's going to go boom and it's going to stay there. Boom and stay there. Boom and stay there. The energy has to come from inside the core, and when it goes, it actually stays inside. You don't want to throw everything out to the side. Because if you throw all the energy out to the side, one thing is that it becomes too strong and you actually can lose your stability. So imagine that when you've gone to a hip bump to the right, what happens is the stop is so strong that your bum muscles start to shake. So that's all for this video. Please like my Facebook page or subscribe to my YouTube channel in order to get updates when new videos are released. If you are interested to learn in more detail, please check out the links below for more information on my online lessons or my physical lessons. See you online and keep those happy feet dancing!